Delmar, in looking at your setup, it's obvious that archery has came a long way since the stick and string. And in fact, while we're talking about the topic of strings, I want you to explain to us exactly why you use the strings that you're using.
Well, typically you would buy strings for your bow in the liking of color and whatnot, but because I'm pro, I want to buy the best possible strings I can. I live in America, so when I was investigating what strings to buy, of course I want to buy what's best in America, so I buy America's best bowstrings.
Because they are America's best bowstrings.
It says it right in their logo name, so you know it's good.
And in fact, I see that you not only bought their strings, but you have one of their shirts as well. You want to tell me about that?
Well, apparently they noticed Delmar, and they realized that there's some marketing potential behind that, so I'm on their pro staff now. So they called me, and they sent me a shirt, and I got some strings too.
Now, it's interesting that you bring up the term pro staff, because we hear that term thrown around quite a bit. Exactly when you say pro staff, what does that mean to the average shooter?
Well, it's what you run in primarily, but you need to add some value to your company as well. So not only because of my status, but because also my pro ability, then America's best bowstrings would notice me.
And they've noticed you for quite some time now. I mean, you're really one of the more recognizable faces in archery.
Yeah.
So what would you say would be the defining moment that you went from a non-staff position to where you're at today?
I never miss an X, and that's really what it comes down to. When I'm shooting, I might need to shoot it 4 or 5 times to get it, but I never miss it.
So hitting the X consistently is the trick to this whole thing.
Yes, I'll kill it every single time.
So advice to those out there that would like to be on pro staff from any company, exactly other than hitting the X every time like you do, what other things could they do to gain the attention that you've received?
That's a good question, Doug, because I actually got some questions on that, on picking up pro staff and equipment and whatnot for my bow and what I'm running. And I mean, to break it down, really what you need to do is be persistent, and that's what Delmar does, and that's what Delmars do. Be persistent.
And if you're persistent, the sponsorships will come, and you will be moving from the amateur ranks into the pro class. Is that it?
Yeah, for example, last year, I won nationals. Now, when I fill out my application, that's not because I won first place out of everybody. That's how I won nationals. I was in flight 37, but so what? You know what I'm saying? When I fill out my application, I'm a winner because I was the top of that flight.
Absolutely. I mean, I did see your results or your Facebook page where you claimed to be a national champion.
Well, I'm going to need to correct you, Doug. I don't claim to be. I was a national champion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Although you maybe were not exactly at the top of the entire result.
Well, I suppose that's how you want to look at it. But when I got first place and I got a medal.
Okay. So, yeah, very good.
First place in nationals.
And that brings you the recognition that you received.
On my application, it does, sure.
Okay. Very good.
Yep.
Let's go. I'm Dustin from Hadley's Archery in Akron, Ohio. Like us on Facebook at hadleysarchery.com or check out our website at Hadley's Archery. Don't be a Delmar. If you need professional help, we help people here. Or find your local pro shop where they can help you, give you expert advice, and teach you the correct ways of archery. Thank you.